Hey Wildcats, it's Miss Dziato and Evie. This week for our online learning, we're going to be talking about relief sculptures. So I'm going to share a little information about what those are, and then I'm going to show you how we can create our own using materials that we can find around our homes. Let's get started. A lot of the time when we think about a sculpture, we think about a statue, something that we can walk around. Today we're going to be talking about relief sculptures. So we don't necessarily walk around them, but they are lifted off of the page. The most common place to see a relief sculpture is on coins. They're flat, but not completely because we can feel the bumps of the faces and the words on the coins. An artist had to create each one of those coins by carving away a design that could be recreated in a smaller form. There's actually some controversy over who created the original design for the dime, either John Sinnock, who was pictured first, or Selma Burke, who was pictured second. But we're going to be creating artwork more like this next artist, Louise Nevelson. She finds objects all around and then creates these really large relief sculptures and paints them all one color. Now it's time for us to get started. We can use items like toilet paper tubes, paper towel rolls, and plastic bags to make our own relief sculptures today. If you want to change the color of your tubes, you can use marker or crayon or paint to cover up the outside. Next, you're going to use some scissors if you have some. Make sure that you're being safe and there's someone around to supervise you. We're going to squish down our tube so it's nice and flat, and then we're going to cut it into small strips. Once you have your toilet paper tube or paper towel roll cut up, you can arrange it into any way you want that you think looks interesting. To attach the tubes together, you can do a few different things. You can use glue, just make sure you're using a little dot, and when you put it together, pinch it for a few seconds. You can also use scissors again to cut some small slits into the edges of them, so 1 and 2 on the first, 1 and 2 on the second, and then line them up so that the slits match each other. They should slide in together. It might take a little bit of wiggling, but once they're in there, they should be nice, locked in tight. And last but not least, you can even use the plastic bag that we had before to rip off a piece if you don't have scissors or glue. And you can tie a knot, just like tying your shoe. Just do the beginning part twice so that they're stuck together nice and firm. Now you're ready to make your own relief sculpture. It's going to be lifted off, it's going to be a little bit 3D, it won't be a flat picture. And you can get creative and make it any way that you want. I would love to see how creative my Wildcats are, so don't forget to send me a picture through text or email, and I'll see you next week.